Hey everyone, the Switch Pro is finally here. We finally have this greatest new Switch model. We're gonna get this new Nintendo Direct with all these Switch Pro exclusive games. It's finally time! Nintendo finally announced that Switch Pro. And the stupid thing is, this actually would have been a really great announcement, you know, if people would have just stopped bothering with news, tuber, clickbait bullshit. Because the facts are, this is simply a slightly improved Switch model. Is it Switch Pro levels? No. But you got this Ethernet port now. I have an Ethernet port via the USB, you know, I have a LAN adapter from the Wii, I don't have that problem, but it's a good thing. You have a bigger screen, specifically because of what the Switch is, how you can game with it. This big screen is actually pretty cool. It also has improved sound, okay, and a cool white color scheme, I guess, and a new kickstand, which is pretty cool, the new stand. And all in all, it's a great model, it's a sexy looking model, but of course nobody is happy because YouTubers told you, not Nintendo, YouTubers told you that their secret sources had massive Switch Pro shit, 4K streaming, and it is your fault for believing this shit. It's your fault for believing you were gonna get this massive new Switch 4K streaming device with like 120 frames a second, like linked to like Netflix, and you got all this new shit. You don't. Realistically, the Switch can never become this device because it can barely sustain itself as it is with the battery life and what it does. You know, you weren't gonna get that. But you believed it, because people tell you to believe it, and what people tell you, you believe it. Now, if you just take this model as it is, it's a great model, it looks pretty good. I have no use for it, I have a Switch. The improvements are so bare minimum. I feel Nintendo should focus on what's inside the Switch, inside Nintendo's core program, the Nintendo Switch Online and all that stuff, instead of bothering with making a little bit of a bigger screen. It's still a cool model. But it's not gonna be a Switch Pro, and you're not gonna get the Switch Pro, and people will tell you you're still gonna get a Switch Pro, which you're not. People will still make you believe you're gonna get a 4K 120 frame Switch with expanded RAM and all this bullshit. People will still tell you it's gonna come down the line with Breath of the Wild 2. People will still tell you it's gonna be this, it's gonna be that, and you will still believe it. You will still believe it. You will still buy it because they will sell it and you will buy it. And here's the thing, even if you're not gonna get the Switch Pro, when Nintendo releases their new console, no matter what, people will still spin it in a way that they will make you believe that new Nintendo is the Switch Pro. They just changed their idea now down the line. Just like right before E3, they switched and they were like, let's not release this new model. It's stupid. Look. You're not gonna get the Switch Pro. It's just not something I see Nintendo doing. It's not something with the current technology that the Switch can just be. And people will still make you believe it. This new OLED model, it's not the real Switch Pro. This is the kind that they're testing the new screen for what the Switch Pro is gonna be later. Look. Forget all that Switch Pro. Stop clicking on these videos. You're not gonna get this stuff. And if you're gonna get this stuff down the line, it's not gonna be what people have been rumoring for 5 years. We're in the 5th year of the Switch now. Maybe stop wondering, stop worrying about 4K streaming and all that bullshit, 120 frames, and start worrying about game output, video game output. You're still buying fucking Skyward Sword for 20 years ago, more expensive than it was back then. You're still and now you're getting even Skyward Sword without the story, without the dialogue, without fee, without they're taking everything out of the game. It's like you're getting less and less and you're still begging for more. You're not looking at what the real problem is. The games, the online servers, what Nintendo is selling you, you're more worried about what YouTubers are selling you than what Nintendo is actually selling you. And you need to stop. You need to stop. Now, I think this model looks pretty sexy. I have no use for it. You know, I like big screens. I don't like the handheld stuff. So I see a purpose in this. But not for everybody who already bought a Switch. There's no point in it. And that's what people are looking for. People are not happy with the Switch. They want a massive bit of... You're not going to get that. You're not going to get that. It's a cool looking system. This is your Switch Pro. You gonna run out and buy it now? What are you gonna play on it? Skyward Sword? Be realistic. Open your eyes. Think for yourself about what is on the Switch right now, what you want on the Switch, and not what you would like the Switch to be. The Switch is never going to be what news tubers are telling you it should be. Thank you guys for watching. Start thinking about what you really want from Nintendo. Do you really want the Switch Pro? Or do you want something to play on your current Switch? Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please subscribe. I do a lot more reactions, top 10s. I'm 100% gaming. It's been incredibly fun. I've been doing a video every single week, keeping up with the content, sometimes even more. E3 has been brutal. It's been crazy. We've got all these incredible games revealed. There's going to be so many more videos concerning that in the future. All my links to social media and the video description, Twitter, Facebook, everything. Subscribe and stay real.